Welcome to Dangerous Grounds Network at dangerousgrounds.network. The #1 online radio network. Crazy, funny, and badass. The world's best music. Hosts that will blow your mind. No holds barred radio. Dangerous Grounds Network. Let's get dangerous.
And a million faces formed together, made for elevation. And my soldier won't surrender faith. This like a fire that never burns to embers. The voice of the unheard. Love is the answer.
I gotta speak it, believe it, that's how I feel inside.
I can't sit here quiet.
You can take my heart, you can take my breath. When you pry it from the cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening? Sleeping and the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water. Used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath. When they pry it from the cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. Up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance, you can't resist us.
Folks, you are listening to Patriot Heart Radio. I am your host, veteran author Doc Collins. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We've got an exciting show, fantastic program for you. I want to thank all of you online listeners that are making us the #1 online veteran network. Thank you very much for your attention and your following week after week. Folks, I am your host and the author of the upcoming novel 1300 Hours. It'll be a hybrid published project with Author House and Patriot Heart Media. And this week, we're going to read Chapter 9 of 1300 Hours. Before we get into that, I just want to say thanks so much to all the listeners, all the feedback from my Facebook page. You can follow me at Doc Collins. If you're listening to this on the Spreaker app, you can also plug into us at www.dangerousgrounds.network. Folks, I wanted to mention a few sponsors for this week's chapter reading. This episode for you is brought to you by the Noble South, Mobile. The Noble South, Mobile is located at 203 Dauphin Street in Mobile, Alabama. On Instagram at the_Noble_South. Folks, I've been in there and I have met Chris and Miles. They are a fantastic team that put together one of the premier experiences if you are dining with us in the South. Also want to mention Monsieur Touton, which is Florida's premier wine distributor. Online, you can check them out at mtouton.com. Look for Michael Fix, and you will have access to the best wine selection and pricing that you could expect here in the Deep South. Also, Condition One, located online at gocondition1.com. Phenomenal marine-owned business. Condition One was birthed in the war zone, bringing to you the top quality meal bars. Just in time if you use Patriot Fitness, all spelled out all together in caps, Patriot Fitness code to save on your next order. Your holidays could have never been prepared for this. Pumpkin Pecan by Condition One, rolled oats and whey protein for a creation to be thankful for. Folks, check them out online, gocondition1.com. Last week, we read Chapter 8, and I wanted to touch on a few things. Again, wine making its way into the fore of the storytelling. Dalton is preparing to go meet Ava and is reaching for a 2006 Syrah. As you may or may not know, if you follow my content, I am definitely into wine. It's so strange, like the gifts that I get, the things that people are sending as we unfold the launch of 1300 Hours. I guess it's fans. You know, big country's got fans now. I'm finding that I have readers, listeners, followers. It feels weird to say fans, but definitely showing some love in the wine department. Wanted to shed a little light on another topic from Chapter 8. Xena, the K9 MP, retired, that is now in the care of Ava, aka Captain Stenberg. You know, she's talking about how Xena might miss going on runs around the fob or the regular rigors of PT. If you've not ever put on the uniform, it's something simple to understand that PT is for all soldiers. We all PT. PT is free. We take care of the bodies that we need to call on to physically complete our mission whenever and wherever that might be. So I'd encourage you, just a little PSA for everyone in my audience tonight, do PT. After 20 years in fitness, a master fitness trainer, I can just share with you the importance of taking care of the body that you only get one of. So take care of yourselves. I care about you inside and out. This is a storytelling element for our minds and our emotions, but let's not forget the physical elements as well. In Chapter 8, we have a moment where Ava's in her office at the hospital, and she comes across a photograph of herself when she was just a young senior enlisted with other soldiers that are not even alive, and they were celebrating a Thanksgiving dinner downrange She takes a moment, she remembers those soldiers. She gets lost in her thoughts along the way. I would encourage you all. I know that they've already got Christmas stuff in the major stores. Kind of skip over Thanksgiving as we're ramping up to eat too much chocolates or candy this next week. Remember the fallen, and remember those Gold Star families as we reach into the holiday season. It's not just about us. Whatever sadness or mixed feelings we ourselves experience, there are others that are on the other side of that. And we just want to be mindful of that, reach out to them, show some love, move some things out of an extra chair at your table and invite somebody along to share with you in the festivities. This chapter, we do get a glimpse into the culinary genius of Dalton as he matchsticks the apples for a ravioli dish. Got a lot of feedback this last week on the intricacies of that dish. It's something that I myself have made for years and enjoy making. If you'd like to know more about that, hit me on Instagram, hit me on the Facebook page, comment down below on the Spreaker app or on our website, and let us know, hey, I want to know more about that dish. I enjoy sharing food with others. It's communicated through this story as the sixth love language. And, there's even a salad that he's putting together with chopped pine nuts, dates, cranberries, Parmesan and Romano cheeses that he tops with a balsamic concoction. And I invite all of you to check me out. Look me up on Facebook at Doc Collins, on Instagram, Patriot Heart Media. Hit me up, even in Snapchat. Snap about it. If you are that fast, Patriot Heart Doc, and you will find me, and I will send that information to you. There's a very, very sweet moment. Last week's musical break, Stand By Me, performed by Florence and the Machine, one of my favorite renditions of a classic. Very seldom do you have a cover that matches the original in quality. And I think that one does a beautiful job. Dalton invites her to dance while in each other's arms. They enjoy, finally, 8 chapters in, they enjoy their first kiss. It may be the sweetest chapter so far. I think so. It was a lot of fun writing it and then living it in my mind, putting it down on paper, typing it, and then, of course, sharing it with you on live video on Facebook Live that is still available on my Facebook wall for now. Check that out, or check out last week's episode of simply me reading it as intended for you listeners here on Patriot Heart Radio, Chapter 8 last week. And when we come back from this week's song, which will be performed by she and him, the song is Stars Fell on Alabama, we will get into Chapter 9 of 1300 Hours.
Our little drama, we kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't forget the glamour. Your eyes held a tender light. Stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't recall in my imagination a situation so heavenly, a fairyland.